Always nice to see a friendly face. So if you see any about, send them my way.
What do you have today? I have to go. See you soon.
See you later. It's a good...
Can you remind me what you do here?
We're fishermen, my granddad and me, and we can help with anything you need. Bring us fish you find out there, and we'll pay you for them. But if I'm being honest, we can't do a thing until we have a place to work. If you've got time, we'd love it if you could build something.
I must take my leave. So long.
Come visit again soon.
I said to take care. Did I not say to take care?
Winfield, Betham, you look dour for festival goers.
I'm not dour, I'm furious. My fool of a son released the cattle we were raising for the feast. Just let them go.
You let them go. Why?
Would you believe it's because I am a lone wolf who says, damn the rules? Would you believe I took them to the river for one last graze, but one of the cows looked at me strangely, and I got scared?
That I believe. Do you want me to get them back for you?
Take Betham with you. Perhaps you can protect him from the terrifying cattle. Go on, love. Go with Eivor.
Very well.
Where were you when the cow frightened you?
Across the river, that away. I'm not genuinely afraid of cattle, but the look in this one's eyes, I thought it might hurt me. They're big cows.
Perhaps this is an opportunity to overcome that fear you claim not to possess.
What is happening over there?
This is where it happened. They shouldn't be too far.
Good. Let's begin tracking. Be my eyes, Sunan. There's one. What do you say we turn this into a hunt? A quicker slaughter and fresh meat for the feast.
All right. But I won't get too close. All right. One down. That should mean 3 to go. Do you think it's strange that I don't know how to hunt?
I think it's unusual. I would be happy to teach you, Bertham. Much as I imagine you'd rather be taught by Maida.
No. I think I would rather learn from you.
Follow then, and keep your eyes open for your errant cattle. Cast about this land, Bertham. Another cow, and your first lesson.
All right. Show me.
I understand this is daunting. Even domesticated creatures possess a worthy strength. And so, even in slaughtering and eating them, we must show them respect. I do not begrudge you your fear.
Thank you. I begrudge myself quite a bit. I feel quite foolish.
Bertham, tell me more about Maida. You're quite taken with her.
Oh, yes. She's a remarkable person. Always makes me laugh. Amazing hunter. She's just so brave, skilled, strong, and, you know, pretty, too.
You're fond of her.
Imagine how she feels, huh? Fancied by a silly boy who's afraid of cows. I hope...
I need your eye. I'm no expert tracker, but even watching soon.
Oh, there! I see the last one!
Well done.
Did you see that, Eivor?
It took me a moment to believe it. Fine work, Cowfearer. You have overcome your enemy.
Please don't make that my new nickname. Thank you, Eivor. Oh, this part is tougher than I thought. Maida won't believe I've done this. Nor will my mother.
Bertham, were you really scared by a cow? That seems unlikely for a farmer's boy.
Well, if I tell you what really happened, will you tell anyone?
Never.
It's to do with Maida. It's to do with Maida. She's always saying I'm so soft and sweet and kind and lovely.
All good things.
It's terrible. Who wants sweetness? I want to be brave and manly. I thought if I let the animals go, I could hunt them myself and show her I was a good provider and strong. Then I took out my bow, and the cow did look at me. And I did get frightened. So that part isn't entirely fun.
Nothing wrong with having a good heart. I'm sure Maida is fond of you because you are a kind young man, not in spite of it.
Thank you, Eivor. I hope you're right. But all the same... Thank you, Eivor. I hope you're right. But all the same, I do intend to brag. Just a little. I feared asking this of Maida. But do you ever feel sorry for the creatures? That you must hurt them so?
I do not seek to cause them suffering. I aim for the heart, that it might be a quick death.
Can't imagine being so skilled. Maida is much the same way. One shot, rabbit dead, clean.
Hytham? Things are good, my friend. Hytham!
spare them. Did you manage not to hurt yourself?
Winfried, I give you your son, Bertham the Beast Slayer.
The Beast Slayer!
Oh, you should have seen me out there, Mother. I was a terror with an arrow. But I should go.
Go? Where?
I want to show Maida while the blood is still fresh. See you at the feast.
Well, Eivor, thank you. Whatever you did out there, I'm pleased for it.
Tell me about what you do here.
I've traveled this great country and found all manner of secrets, plus a few points of interest. For a price, my maps can be yours. If you want access to my maps, I need access to a workshop. If you can build me something, I'd appreciate it.
I must be on my way now.
Be safe out there.
Same as the other. Another chamber. May this one be as fruitful. This is the ancient work of Romans. Is this England? Odd. Some locations are marked. Workshop of a madman. Putting together quite a horde. Sealed tight. No way to open this.
Eivor?
By the gods of Asgard, what happened to this place? What's happened here?
Eivor's here! Thank the gods above! Though it seems they have forsaken us. I am sorry to tell you, Eivor, Tekla is gone.
What? Dead?
No. She's on an errand and left her apprentice in charge. It was him who did all this.
Who is this apprentice?
A fellow called Ake. He'll know what happened here. You need to find him.
Me? Why not you?
Somebody's got to clean up this mess. Besides, I'm startlingly drunk. You go on. My cup is run dry. How is anyone meant to survive without something to drink? I need to drown my sorrows.
What is all this?
You shoot as many spinning targets as you can, as quick as you can. Care to give it a go?
Put a bow in my hand.
Take a moment to center yourself, and then go. Achieved perfection! I did not think I would ever see such a score.
for you.
Sunniva, Norvid told me you had set something up. A fighting competition.
The greatest fighting competition this land has ever seen.
Any rules?
Yes, the rules are simple. Fight, drink, fight! And remember, Eivor, the more participants, the bigger the pot. If you ever find any willing fighters, bring them to join in. Now, are you ready to begin, my powerful friend?
You know I'm ready.
rough outing today, but you still deserve a few tokens.
See you.
Eivor!
Is this feast ready to begin?
Just say the word.
Let us see if these Frankish treats hold up to scrutiny.
Let us eat.
How one can prefer ale to wine? Mon Dieu, it astounds me still. You Norse may have us Franks on the battlefield, but when it comes to drink, we stand unbeaten.
It will always be ale for my cup.
It is not only the channel that separates us, there is an entire sea of bad taste.
I want to show you something. In our travels throughout England, I have taken swords in raids and battles. This I took in a holmgang against two oafish brothers in East Anglia. This but a one twig, but is still my favorite.
So you've traveled to all corners of this land before arriving at Ravensthorpe. To what end?
I mean to entice you and others like you to join in the glorious raids along the River Seine.
Who have you talked with thus far?
Many. Jarl Heminger, Guthrum, even Halfdan. Paris itself is set to be sieged. And after that, we will have amassed more riches than anyone in England has dared imagine.
Let me guess how many Jarls will join you on your Frankish raids and sieges. None.
They just fail to see the scale of the bounty we stand to plunder.
What do you really want, Toka?
Every word I have said is true. But there is something else. A new power is rising in Francia.
What kind of power?
The Frankish kingdoms have been united under one king, Charles the Fat. And with this combined strength, Charles has begun a slow march against the Norse villages there. He killed my father and wiped out my village.
I am sorry for your father and your village. But we have our own troubles here in this land.
With Charles the Fat in power, those troubles will worsen. After his campaign in Francia, he will come for England. Charles will come for you and your clan. His armies multiply by the day. Real soldiers and cavalry, not like the Saxon farmhands and gillers in these parts.
If the Raven clan were to help you, what is it you would ask of us?
Our chieftain, Siegfried, prepares to siege Paris and make the Franks rethink their actions against we Norse. And our longships will grow heavy with treasure in the doing.
My scouts attest to the claims of Toka and her people. But before now, I saw no reason to involve our clan.
Do you see reason now?
If the mad King Charles does have ambitions for England, we should act. The Siegfrieds you mentioned, he rallies the Norse there. Joining him could be our chance to push back against this new king.
Or I could meet this Charles myself, and if he will not deal with me, I kill him.
This problem is bigger than one king. If we kill one, another will rise. Were he murdered by a Norse from England, it could bring the Franks to our shores even sooner.
Then I will be mindful of who I kill and who I ally with in Francia. Could be a stable king is the way to keep Ravensthorpe safe.
Let me see the sword. I wish to examine the ironwork.
No, I stole this, and it is mine.
Fine. If you will not show it to me, I will have to take it. Ready yourself, Pierre. I challenge you to a holmgang.
Enough. Toka, you came here looking for help with this new Frankish threat, and the Raven clan will answer your call.
You will? You will! I promise you will not regret this. Find Pierre when you have prepared, and we will make for Francia at once.
Thank you.
My head. I should have kept well. Toka said to find Pierre when I'm ready to travel to Francia.
Wolf-kissed. I hope your head does not ache like mine.
Pierre,
Ready to leave for Francia when you are.
not yet.
Perhaps you can aid me in locating Hytham.
What is your purpose with him?
I have brought a sampling of goods from Ireland. That is, if I can bring my ships to dock.
Azar! I see you've met Eivor Wolfkist.
Ah, so you are Eivor. In fact, I bring you a message from Ireland.
I know no one in Ireland.
The letter is from Dublin's king. Sadly, I seem to have misplaced it.
The King of Dublin. Why would such a one write to me?
He wishes to expand trade to England. The purpose of my bringing goods here.
Azar is from the east, but lives in Ireland now. But in matters of trade, Azar, your king should petition Randvi.
He claims to know Eivor. He asked me to accompany you on the trip there.
I know no king, and I'm certainly not about to journey to Ireland.
But first, Azar, you must build a trading post. In fact, where is your trade ship?
Ah, yes. An unfortunate incident, most concerning. Trading rivals have blocked the river and thus my goods.
A blocked river hurts all Ravensthorpe. Stay. I will put things right.
As you see, Eivor is a person of action. Find me later, when the river is safely clear.
Of course, my friend. I thank you, Eivor. I will find the king's letter in the meantime.
You keep insisting that I know an Irish king. It is a fantasy. What manner of king is it that sends me letters from Ireland? is the blockade to be cleared. The guards here are vigilant.
You're dead! Dead! Kill! That's it! Die! In step with me!
Like that. One more should do it. No! Out! Out! Assar's trading rivals are defeated. The river is clear. Now we'll see about this so-called King of Dublin. Assar, the river is clear, save for a few bodies and sticks. Your goods will get through.
Your reputation comes honestly then, though I am not sure about the name Wolf-Kissed.
The scar on my neck.
Ah, my Viking name would then be Azar One-Eye.
Thank you, Assar One-Eye. My men will help construct your trade post.
Then I am twice indebted to you. If ever you change your mind about Ireland, I will be found in the trade post, once built. Oh, and I found your letter. Here.
My cousin Barith is alive and King of Dublin. The Notnir never failed to delight.
Eivor, are you prepared to go to Ireland?
Assar, you did not tell me the king was my cousin.
It was most amusing this way, was it not? A little mystery.
I prefer to know what is what. But it was a pleasant surprise.
He's eager to see you. Shall we set sail?
Yeah, I would like to see this land. And my cousin Barith.
A patchwork of petty kings jostling for hills and pastures and green glens. My adopted isle.
Azar, how is it that Barith, as north as ice, is king of Dublin?
Dublin is a Viking city, Eivor. But in fact, merchants and beggars come from all parts to parade in its muddy streets.
Odd to think of Barith as king of a city.
It perhaps sounds grander than it is. Ireland has many kings. They litter the countryside, and Barith's throne is not secure. Flann Sinna calls the tune.
Who's he?
Soon to be crowned High King of all Ireland. Flann distrusts Vikings, though he needs them.
Barith will find a way. As a boy, he wasn't much of a fighter, but somehow always came out all right.
I'm sure what you say is true. Certainly, he is loved by his people. Your crew can find lodging here. Come, let us find Barith.
Eivor! Blood of my blood! Look at you! You have Aunt Rosta's cheekbones!
And you, the 7-year-old lives in you still.
It has been a long stretch since we pelted old Ganfrid with apple cores.
He never forgave us that.
And Sigurd in the clan? How goes with all?
There's much to tell you, Barith, but let me breathe your Irish air.
Thank you for keeping my ports from being set ablaze in my absence.
My ports? Yes, old man. I can rule my city even without you here. Eivor, you arrive in good time. I'm hosting a feast in honor of my son, Sigfrid. He is 17 today.
A 17-year-old son.
And rather a difficult boy at that. Come, there's much to show on the way to my castle.
A kingship, a son, and a castle. Truly, you have a fine life, Barith.
Castle? It is a wooden house. Finely crafted, to be sure, but in Shiraz, it would be home to a middling rug merchant.
Lead me to your rock merchant's wooden hovel, Barith.
Just look at her docks. Wee babe of a city, but the biggest port in all Ireland.
You cannot appreciate Irish air without enduring the stench of our docks.
It is upon the strength of this port I plan to secure my kingship.
Azar told me that your throne may not be entirely steady.
King Flann needs some persuading is all. Dublin's vast trade web will bring wealth to all Ireland. If Flann can be made to see that, my kingship and that of my children's children will be safe.
I cannot guarantee your throne, but a vast trading web is within my power.
No one else I'd trust my commerce to, old man.
You let him call you that?
I call him worse things.
I still owe you a horn of ale.
This is where I leave you.
Don't miss the banquet.
I'll be there shortly.
Nicey king.
Aoife, this is my cousin, Eivor. Show him the bow I had you make for him.
This is for me? The craftsmanship is beautiful.
Me best work. Give her a try. Hit the targets before the sand runs out. Think you can get them all?
I just want to get a feel for how the bow handles.
That's sure.
Watch my arrows fly.
I certainly will. Go!
Damn good shot!
It's a very nice bow. Thank you, Barith.
Steps off the boat after a long sea voyage and shoots like a master.
Well done, cousin. Wait, is that a house of God?
Aye, Christ's own church. Ireland is mostly Christian now, and so is Dublin. Many Norse chew the wafer.
You make a place for them.
Them? I myself have a place in Christ's house, as I do in the House of Thor. So long as a god has my back, he has my altar. I've built this city up from rubble. 20 years ago, us Vikings were beat. The Irish took revenge and sacked Dublin.
Assar told me that it's a Viking city.
Norse founded it, and I nursed it back to health. When I became king, I was king of a mud pit.
Hey. Hvað viltu í einu? Gull og silfur, mat og drykk auðvitað. Vilja hafa brauðsleið að fá að pressa á skipi. Segir hann að kennir sér aflvani eftir mánuð.
There, up ahead, my home. My only regret is that my mother and my wife aren't here to greet you. They've gone on pilgrimage to the mountains just now. The waters there improve mother's health. I am left to discipline my wayward son.
And to host a banquet.
Which should be already underway.
Up, Barad, Fodia!
Here we are. Please, go enjoy yourself. I must have a word with my son. Come meet him before the night's out.